Hello there, students! Mabuhay! Welcome to Core 12, Contemporary Philippine Arts from the Regions. Have you ever wondered how art tells a story of a place, its people, traditions, and dreams? Today, we're diving into a vibrant world of contemporary Philippine arts from the regions. So buckle up as we journey across archipelago and celebrate the creativity and continues to shape our identity as Filipinos, region by region, story by story, and art by art. So before we formally begin with our new topic today, particularly with identifying various contemporary art forms and practices of northern regions in the Philippines, Cordillera Administrative Region, Part 2, allow me first to introduce to you our learning objectives that you should be able to learn after this lesson. Okay, our first objective is to, number 1, explore different art forms and practices well known in Cordillera Administrative Region. Second, understand and appreciate the cultural relevance of art forms and practices of the people in the said provinces. So by the end of this lesson, I hope that you not only recognize these traditions, but also gain deeper respect for how they continue to influence and inspire contemporary Philippine arts today. So with that, let's begin with this question. Our question is, okay, have you heard about CAR? If you have an idea about that CAR, Cordillera Administrative Region, that's correct. Because of course, when I say about this has something to do with the interesting landlocked region tucked away in the northern part of Luzon. So in this part, okay, when we say Cordillera Administrative Region, CAR is also made up of 6 beautiful provinces. Okay, namely, number 1, okay, Abra, Apayao, Benguet, Ifugao, Kalinga, and Mountain Province. As a matter of fact, it is also includes that a very familiar place, which is the Baguio City. Yes, that's correct. The summer capital of the Philippines is also part of CAR. That's also served as its regional center. Okay? Therefore, CAR is also located in northern Luzon and is surrounded by 2 other regions, Cagayan Valley to the east and Ilocos region to the west. And what makes this region truly special? Its cool climate, no? Its cool climate, majestic mountains, and most importantly, its rich cultural traditions that are still alive today. From every life to artistic practices, the people of CAR proudly show that who they are truly their crafts, beliefs, and the way of living. Okay? So, ready to meet those people, explore those unique culture? Now, let's dive into the next part of our lesson. Okay, so now, at this point, okay, we have explored the Cordillera region in its diverse provinces. And now, let's take a closer look at one of its cultural treasures. And the number 1 thing is that, of course, the Benguet. Okay, Benguet is also a vibrant province that's home to many ethno-linguistic groups, including the Igorots, Tagalogs, Ibaloys, Ilocanos, Kankanaay, and even the Ikalahan. Okay, each group adds something special to Benguet's cultural identity. And as a matter of fact, among of them, the Igorots stand out as hillside dwellers and expert terrace farmers that's also known for their deep relationship with the land. Their everyday lives, especially in farming, that are also reflected beautifully in their art craftsmanship. So, one of the example about that, of course, the tinalik basket. Okay? So, aside from that, we also have the tinalik basket, wherein this has something to do with a sturdy, hand-woven basket that made of rattan. It is also used for harvesting and carrying crops, and that are more than just a tool. It also tells story. Okay? A story of hard work, tradition, and even creativity passed down through generation. Now, at this point, no, from the cool mountains of Benguet, let's now travel to another beautiful and culture-rich province in Cordillera, which is the Kalinga. Okay? So when we say Kalinga, my dear students, have you ever worn or seen hand-woven cloth that made you stop and say, wow, that's beautiful? Well, that's Kalinga. Weaving, it's not just a skill for them, but it's also a way of their lives. Okay? Just like Grots of Benguet, Kalinga people are proud of their traditions. And one of the things they are best known for, of course, it's about weaving and basket making. And here's the cool part, dear students. These crafts are not just made to look nice. They're also full of meaning. Okay? Every pattern, every color, every line also tells a story about their land, about their belief system, about their community, and of course, their identity. Now, have you seen their cloth with bold red stripes or patterns that looks like mountains, rivers, or plants? And that might a Kalinga textile also, wherein these designs are usually woven with red, the black, the white, and even yellow threads, forming bold, striking patterns that carry deep cultural messages. So, the next time you see a woven piece, ask yourselves, no? What a story might this cloth be telling? Whose hands made it? What traditions live within the threads? Now, in Kalinga, weaving is more than just an art. It's a celebration of who they are and where they come from. That's aside from Kalinga, we also have the Ifugao. After being amazed about those vibrant waves in Kalinga, let's now hike into another culturally rich province naman in Ifugao. Okay? Have you ever seen pictures of famous Banawa rice terraces? Are you aware of that, my dear students? Okay? Those incredible steps carved into mountains. That's Ifugao. Okay? And that is not just a tourist spot. When we say Ifugao, those tourist spots, of course, it also serves as the reflection of Ifugao's people deep bond with the nature, especially with rice. Well, as a matter of fact, when we say about this Ifugao, okay, it also means people from hills, meaning to say they truly live in harmony with the land. Okay, it's land. Okay, so here's something interesting about this. In Ifugao, rice is more than just a food. It's a sacred gift from them, and many of their art forms, rituals, and belief are also tied to it. One unique example is the ikat or the loin cloth, wherein it also predicts about a woven garment with dark colors, usually blue, detailed diamond patterns, something like that. Now, here's a fun fact about it. Only women are allowed to weave in Ifugao. Okay, that's interesting, right? Okay, so from mother to daughter, keeping the culture alive through generations. Okay, and aside from that, in addition to that, there are also expert basket weavers, wherein different baskets used for farming, carrying food, and even rituals, wherein each design has a purpose and meaning for them. And aside from that, don't miss this word ling o, or also called as dinumug, wherein it also pertains about the beautiful amulets made of beads, gold, and bronze, often worn around the neck, wherein ever seen jewelry that's more than just a decoration, wherein these are believed to symbolize life and fertility, something like that, or a powerful link to their ancestors and spiritual beliefs. From rice to weaving to baskets and sacred jewelry, everything in Ifugao culture reflects a deep respect in life, nature, and even their traditions. Okay, so when aside from Ifugao, okay, after knowing those details about it, from rice, rich and heritage of Ifugao, now we know, okay, we also have to know about the place filled with mystery. Okay, mystery, meaning, and even the deep traditions, which is about the mountain province. Okay, my question is, have you ever heard about coffins hanging in cliffs? Okay, or sounds like something out of the movie, right? Or but in a mountain province. It's real, it's sacred. Okay? This province is also known for its unique and spiritual burial practices, including famous hanging coffins and traditions of mummifying the dead. And these are not just unusual costumes, everyone. No, they're also powerful reflections of how people of Mountain Province view about life, about the death, and even the journey beyond it. Okay, so one of the most important cultural items in these rituals is the kadangyan burial cloth, wherein, okay, as you can see here in our example, the image, okay, the second image, okay, when you say about it, okay, this special cloth has something to do with the hand woven by grandmothers and used only for rich, noble, and respected elders in their community. Okay, but in addition to that, it's more okay, when we say about this one, okay, this is more than just a fabric for them. The kadangyan cloth is also a symbol of honor, a way to show respect and lasting reminder of person's status and legacy. And it wraps not just the body, but also the story of person's life. Okay, so it's okay, isn't it amazing how in even the death, art, culture, and traditions continue to speak, right? So through these practices, the people of Mountain Province remind us that the art is not just about for a living. It's also about remembering, honoring, and connecting across regions. Okay, so still within the community or the mountain province, no, let's now shine from the spotlight on one of its creative and culturally rich groups, which is the Bonttok people. Okay, so have you ever learned something about tell a story not with words but in patterns and colors? And that's actually with Bonttok waving does. It's not just about making clothes, by the way. It's also about keeping culture, something, alive. Okay? The Bonttok are also known for their exceptional waving skills by their students. Wherein, especially with the traditional fabric called Sinusiwan, the fabric is also for blankets and clothing, but also more importantly, it also reflects the identity, the beliefs, and even the values of the community. Well, traditionally, when we say Bonttok, okay, Bonttok men wear wains or G-strings, while women wear something lufid. It also something to do with the beautiful woven rapa round skirts. Wherein, it also pertains about each piece is not just about fashion, it also a woven with meaning. Okay, so what makes textiles truly special for them? No, so they're just filled with something geometric motifs, symbol of men. Okay, so and so and so forth. Okay, so can you imagine wearing something that connects to your ancestors and the world around you? In Bonttok culture, waving is a language, a way to express that who they are and where they come from and what they believe in, of course. And it also pertains about the tradition that's lovingly taught from one generation to the next generation to the present. Okay, so from sacred traditions of Mountain Province, let's also now travel to another vibrant and culturally rich part of the Philippines or the Cordillera, which is the province of Abra. And that point, have you ever seen a piece of cloth so detailed and colorful that could almost feel the story behind it? And that kind of magic you'll find in Abra's traditional waving. Okay? So here, the people in Abra proudly continue the art of loom waving, a tradition that's not just kept in museums but also in very much alive in their daily lives. Okay, what makes Abra woven fabric stand out? Of course, it's their use of natural dyes. It's made from plant leaves and tree bark, and of course, these create warm, earthy tones and even the vibrant colors that reflect their deep respect of natures. Okay, therefore, okay, the beauty of this art doesn't just stop with colors. Abra's wavers also add delicate something embroidery, that small stitch patterns that give piece, okay, each piece its own personality and meaning, and it's like telling a story using a thread and color, wherein no two-step stories or no two stories are the same. Okay, and in addition to that, in Abra, waving and embroidery are more than just crafts for them. wherein they're also, okay, or they're living traditions that carry the values of patience, creativity, and even the cultural pride. Wherein each woven cloth is not just something to wear for them, wherein it's just something to treasure. It's just to pass on, just like family heirloom. And that brings us to the end of our journey through our contemporary art forms of cultural treasures of Cordillera Administrative Region. From rice terraces of Benguet to the vibrant waves of Kalinga, the sacred beer traditions of Mountain Province, the symbolic patterns of Bonttok, and the naturally dyed textiles of Abra, we've witnessed how art is not just made, but lived by Cordilleran people, wherein these are not just simply crafts or customs of the past, but they're also living with traditions, still practiced today, evolving with time while staying rooted in our heritage, identity, and even our spirituality. And through their act, we see how culture continues to breathe, reminding us that contemporary Philippine art is also shaped not just by our present, but also by our stories, our struggles, and even the beauty of our regions. Okay, so thank you so much everyone for joining me in this meaningful exploration. I hope you've walked away with a deeper appreciation for the creativity, the strength, and the soul of the northern regions of the country. Okay, so see you in our next lesson, and always remember this: to understand an art is to understand people. Okay, so maraming salamat po. So if you have questions regarding this lesson, feel free to approach me personally or feel free to PM me. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you've learned, everyone. Thank you so much. Bye.